may seem a little bit tricky and a little bit technical, but I don't want you to feel disturbed about it. The most important thing is that you understand what needs to be done. Even if you can't get it done yourself, you understand what needs to be done. You can pay someone to get it done for you. It's called sales funnel, and it works basically to help you capture the lead in the right way.
Sit down. Come and sit down here. Come like
All
this.
right. So this will require a domain. For instance, if you have your company's website already, if you have your company's website, sorry, the sound, is there a noise in the background that disturbs?
No, 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 it's okay.
Okay, I needed to know if I should turn off the fan.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, it's okay.
All right, so basically what that means is that we can actually create our art, serve it to international audience, most importantly Nigerians in diaspora, and get the right leads. So basically, for Nigerians in diaspora, for instance, European or American country, they have a very sensitive laws in the country where they reside. And as a Nigerian real estate professional targeting Nigerians in diaspora, the most important thing you must understand is that you are going to be vetted. The data you are trying to acquire is going to be vetted. The reason is that platforms like Facebook recently, may not be too recent, 2021, went through a huge data um, cases. I mean, they were grilled by the institutions to defend how they are using data, and it was a big deal to Facebook. All right, so after that, they've put some laws in place that has been very much important, that you undergo some certain procedures before you are able to capture data, because getting someone's phone number, email, and name are unique datas. All right, for you to be able to capture those data, you must be able to provide the right escape formula. So basically, we are going to create a sales magnet already. In the class where we had a physical training, we had already taken through the process of creating an effective website, effective art campaigns where we drive traffic to our website or to WhatsApp. So we did a two-way thing, driving traffic to either website or WhatsApp. All right, and I took time to explain the differences and the one I actually recommended that you should invest more on. All right, so going to my domain, I'm going to use timothyandete.me as a domain, and then this domain is powered by WordPress for what we are going to be working on. All right, so I'm just going to get in on slash wp dash admin. Now remember, I had said that you may actually not really need to do this yourself. All you just need to know is the information. At the same time, you may not need to pass through this particular process. You can also easily go through Google form. Just go to Google and then come down here to where we have form. Just look out for where you have Google Doc is there, Google Sheet is there, Google Slides, books. All right, so this is form here. Just look out for Google Form, and then you can use Google Form um, to actually capture the lead. All right. For instance, let's say we use this contact form. Okay, we want to use this for our lead, and then you bring down Got it. All right. So if you provide all the information here, you can see it starts from describe the form, what it is. Like if I use kudos home, okay, you don't actually need to title it kudos home. Okay, just use something like investing in Nigeria, comma, what smart
Collect that water.
diasporans do. All right. So remember, I had told you that you should avoid directly talking about real estate when targeting Nigerians in diaspora. All right. So basically, the most important thing is actually that
Cover that water.
you are going to have a bit of. Sorry, are you seeing my screen?
No,
No, no, no.
no.
Oh wow. I actually was. I have been typing things on the screen. I thought I had shared my screen. Okay, so the entire window.
No, you have to answer here.
Not the entire window. I want to share the entire screen. Okay, so can you see the screen now?
Yes,
Yes, we can
No,
see it
thumbs
now.
up.
Okay,
yes,
do
I
you
can.
do you know how to get to Google Documents? I mean Google Form.
Till you go to Google Docs.
No.
All right, so basically, if you open a new tab like this, you will see this icon here. Can you see my cursor?
Yeah,
All right, so
Yes, yes.
if you use this option here, click on it and scroll down, and then you see forms. So clicking on the forms will give you options: blank, contact information, assessments, RSVP, party invite. So let's use the contact information. All right, and I said that we are going to look out for the options available here, which we have the name, the email, the address won't be necessary. So we can actually remove the address because people don't want to provide you the address. And another thing, another thing we want to add is a phone number. Yeah, phone number is a yes. All right, and then so name, email, phone number. All right, so we remove this that says comments, and then we can add a new field entirely. So coming here, you have add question. All right, so I'm going to add so not multiple choice. Okay, I'm just going to choose short answer, not paragraph. All right, so I'm going. The question would be, okay, would you like to know what smart diasporan Nigerians, diaspora Nigerians are investing on back home. Right. So what we are trying to do here is to gain their interest. All right. So basically, you ask important question here, and then once that has been generated, so on the contact description, the contact name will be um, investment 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 workshop for Nigerians in Diaspora. Now, I had actually told you in the class that we had that these people are not interested in buying properties. They are not interested in buying lands or building. They are interested in preserving wealth. They are interested in preserving capital. They are interested in increasing money. All right. So they don't want to be caught doing Ponzi. Okay. So they want a promising yet secured way to invest their money, and they can come up in another 2 3 years to use the money and it will still be intact without them facing stories like the Ponzi schemes do give them. Most of them have even invested in those Ponzi schemes, and their hands have been burnt several times. All right. So if you come up to where we have, let's preview the form. You can see investment um, workshop for Nigerians in diaspora. Okay. So the first one, email. All right. It has automatically picked timothyandete@gmail.com, and then name, email. All right. And phone number, and then answer to this. Once they click on submit, it will go to this email. So it's submitting to this email here, and then you will receive a notification of submission. At the same time, it will also show on your Google form backend where the form, all the forms that have been submitted. So now, how do you now use this to run your ad? This will now form the link to your ad. So if you remember, when we created that ad campaign, you remember that there was a space where we talked about link, right? There was a space where we talked about link, and then we could actually um, give out the space, and you provide your link in the box and get notification when they click on it and then submit the form. All right. So are you still seeing my screen? So
Yes.
this is the first option. This is the first option in this. So the second one will be using a platform like my domain, all right, where I had told you that is powered with WordPress. All right, so the website is powered with WordPress. So what I'm going to do is that I'm trying to create a simple form. I'm trying to create a simple form where we can use for our campaigns. All right, and at the same time, I am also trying to give you a strategic means of capturing leads from Nigerians in diaspora. So create a simple ebook and title it it can be the XYZ investment guide for Nigerians in diaspora. All right, the
Oh,
smart investment options for Nigerians in diaspora, back home in Nigeria. All right, so you just come up with something unique, and then when you have successfully come up with something like that, the next thing that is expected of you is to use it and present the offer. All right, use it to present to them in your ad campaign, and after you have submitted to them, you get the lead back to your system. All right, and follow them up from there. So basically, how do you create a simple funnel? Now, to create a simple funnel, now let me re-emphasize on this. You actually do not you actually do not need to get this done all by yourself. All right, you can actually decide to you can actually decide to give someone who understands what to do. But the good thing is that you have an understanding of what the person should do for you, All right. So basically, coming here, we're just going to be creating. There is a plugin that we are going to need. All right. There's a plugin that we are going to need. So don't get confused. Don't get confused about this. I'm just trying to show us a quick way to escape the the European or American laws on real estate advertising, because for you to advertise real estate to a country in Europe or America, you have to meet up with some document verification. Since you actually do not have that, so the next option here is for us to actually implement the option of going through the process of activating the real signs of escape. All right, escaping those patterns. So meaning that we are not going to be talking about real estate, but we are going to, because Nigerians in diaspora who have up to 50,000 to $100,000 to pounds are not interested in keeping those money there, because they know they will keep paying taxes and all that.
Eh?
So they are not also interested in
Oh,
investing in the country of their residence,
Uncle Sugar
because they are
Bang.
also scared
Uncle
that
Sugar.
something may come up that may prevent them from
Eh?
reaping their reward. So they really want to invest back home, but then they are scared. What can they invest back home that is secured? All right, so that's why I said create something in a unique way, and then these guys are very busy. They do not equally have time. You have to be very strategic and straight to the point. Now basically you can always create a webinar. So start by being, I told you, in everything you are doing, create exclusivity into your marketing and sales campaign. All right, so start by creating a webinar like what I just did here. Investment workshop for Nigerians in diaspora. So you can coin it better with something like investment boot camp for Nigerians in diaspora. Now subheading, what smart Nigerians in diaspora are investing their money on back home. All right. So the number one thing that we are going to, if you are going to place this to them in an ebook, you can place this to them in an ebook, and then the primary thing we are going to emphasize on in that particular ebook would be your business, real estate. As a matter of fact, it can be the only thing. It can be the only thing you are going to talk about in that ebook. But spend time to give all the reasons why they are investing in properties in Nigeria, and then emphasize on location, especially location where you have properties. All right, emphasize on those locations where you have properties. For instance, if you have properties in Ekpe, so since you have an ebook, emphasize on it. But if you are going to make it a webinar, so spend, if it's going to be 1 hour webinar, spend that 1 hour emphasizing on the fact that they are investing on property, and also emphasize on the fact that the properties they are investing on are in a particular location, and the reason why they choose that particular location, because that location is where you have your own property. So you have to hype that location so that you can also sell faster. All right, so in here we have our WordPress installed already. So what we are going to be doing here would be that, let me ask, have you ever seen an interface like this before?
Yeah.
Hello,
That's
sirs.
what platforms.
Sir,
So what platforms are they?
I'm not hearing you.
I've seen something like this before in a
Okay, good.
WordPress form.
That's Mr. Tiba, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Johnson, how about you?
Uh, please, I can't get you very. I'm driving actually.
Oh, okay, okay, I get you. All right, I wanted to be sure that this interface looks a little familiar with you. That's what I just wanted to be sure, so it doesn't look too strange.
Mm, I'm driving.
Okay, good enough. So basically, what this is powered by a particular plugin called Insta Builder. We're going to be using Insta Builder for this. Now, using Insta Builder for this, it simply means that we would have installed WordPress. So basically, if we had gone to the control panel first, I actually do not want to get us confused on this. I just want us to go straight to the point. So getting to control panel here, so it's either you are using Google Form or this. So if this looks like a long journey, just stay with Google Form and use Google Form, right? Just use Google Form and then get what you need to get, but be strategic enough in your process. Don't directly talk about uh, real estate. All right, just talk about investment opportunities. What smart Nigerians in diaspora are investing their funds on back home. All right, just talk about that and then use that. If you are going to create a 2-page ebook, a 5-page ebook, or you are going to make it a webinar, all right, where you know that you are generating those leads, they are going to come in for your webinar, and when they come in for your webinar, you analyze everything for them and to them, all right, in that webinar. It makes a lot of sense to them after the webinar, and then make sure you make a call to action. Don't just leave them hanging. Make a call to action, all right, and then lead them to a point where you can kill the sale. I mean, where you can close the sale. So after they have attended the webinar, now take them on a journey after that webinar. So proceed them, let them understand that you have an urgent offer for them. But for people who would like to invest in properties in Nigeria, they should complete the form that will pop. So share a link in that webinar, let it pop, and then so that they will complete the form and you will get back to them based on their investment interest. So that already gives you an urge to the fact that, yeah, they've already indicated interest in investing, and with that we are going to proceed with them with the investment. So basically, coming to what we are trying to create here, we've already installed the plugin here. So if we were to install the plugin afresh, we would have gone here to where we have plugins, and then we add more plugins. So basically, this plugin already exists. It's about 70 something, 76, let's say about $76 worth of plugin. All right, so but I'm going to share the plugin in the group free. So anyone that tries to do this and you encounter any challenge, you can always be guided. All right, just indicate in the team. I will assign one of my team members to take up with you and help you set up the process with you till you are able to get through with that. So we would have just come here to where we have upload. All right, so this training is actually a 1 hour training. We are not supposed to spend more than 1 hour. Okay, so upload here. Now if you click on upload, you see that it will prompt for us to browse up if we had downloaded this. All right, you can see it here. It will browse up. So the plugin would have been downloaded here. All right, it is a compressed file, zip format. So you would have downloaded in here and then bring it up. But since we've already installed it, so all we need to do is just come to where we have Insta Builder 2.0. All right, and then we click on it, and look at what we are going to be having here. We have about 34 published pages on this particular domain, and then 1,656 visits within the last 2 weeks. All right, this is a start for 2 weeks. You can see within the last 2 weeks, this site has experienced 1,656 visits and about unique visitor of about 1,204 unique visitors. All right, so unique visitors are visitors that have made 1 or 2 engagements in the page. All right, so you can see these are all the created. All right, so for instance, For instance, I have some of these created. Now, if you had visited for the training we are for the virtual session we are having, alright, so this is something I'm having. So look at this. As a realtor or real estate developer, these four most important integrated knowledge will 10 times your sales monthly. Most importantly, if you are one who sells gold monthly is not of the average. If you've watched the video on the art where the last participant of a physical session shared the blueprints they discovered. So basically, this is actually a lead on to something like that. All right. At the end of the day, you can see form here, right? The form says, all right, you shouldn't miss. But firstly, tell me about your monthly sales target by completing the form below. Let's work out your success. Now, what this means is that I am not directly just saying that pay for our training immediately. So what I presented here is that I'm trying to help whoever is coming in to attend this training to work out the sales target, all right, for the next few months, all right. By completing the form, you let us know how much is your target, and then we'll look out for that. So in the next 3 months, we are actually going to be, after this training, I'm going to call us independently. If we have to meet, we'll have to meet on that, or we can actually speak, on the phone to know exactly how we can align your strategies and how you can align your processes, all right, based on your sales target. So basically, the funnel for real estate sales helps you to structure your sales in a way that the lead you are capturing already feels at home with you, because we talked about reciprocity in the last training. So this will help you deliver some reciprocated business sales strategy into your system. All right. So how do you create something like this? Get the form so that when they fill this form, they get redirected to another page like this, all right, where it gives them, okay, for instance, now when they complete that form, they come here and it says 5% of top realtors in Nigeria understand and implement this daily. That's why they sell more. If you pay attention to this, you will sell faster and more when you understand the best way to reach stable, rich, and well to do Nigerians in diaspora and in Nigeria. All right, watch this video as I take you through some discoveries. Okay, so basically, this is just okay. This is actually for the virtual training that we are having this month. Actually, you should share this with some of your contacts you know will need this training. All right, I will send the link to you much later after this training. You can share it with people you know will need the training as well. All right, it's on the 27th to 29th of this month. All right, on Zoom, 7 p.m. Daily. All right, so basically, how do we create something similar? So coming in here, we get straight to where we have new. All right, create new here, and then it will give us option with templates. All right, giving us option with templates here, it simply means that um, we are going to select the one that would serve our purpose. Now remember, when I taught that real estate sales funnel, I actually explained all the stages. Okay, the video should be available tomorrow. From tomorrow, you should be able to access the video of the last training. All right, so you will be able to go back and refresh your mind on what we had done and talked about that day. So basically, what it means is that in the different stages that we talked about in the funnel, we can actually activate it here in this particular uh, setup that we are trying to do now. All right, so I'm looking at a particular template that we should use. All right, particular template that we are going to use for this. Okay, so I may just settle for one and make use of it irrespective. Okay, let's settle with this. All right, choose. All right, I'm choosing this. You can always preview before you choose any. So preview and see what it looks like. All right, look at what it looks like. Look at what the template looks like here. Okay, so coming up here, the first thing that will be required of you is there is a logo here. All right, there is a logo there, and would you want to upload? Would you want to upload your logo? All right, so let me plug in my Flash so that I can actually plug in my logo. So plugging in logo here, you will need to upload the logo to your media. All right, under media here, just click on add new. All right, and then come down here, and click on select files. Okay, just select any of the files that you want to upload. All right, so I'm looking for a logo that will serve this purpose. Why is it not previewing? Okay, I need to know the one that is PNG. Okay, let's use this. Okay, so copy copy URL to clipboard. So if I copy this and then come here to where we have logo, and under image by the right, we come up here and paste it. All right, for instance, that's the logo. Okay, okay, does that make sense? So now the contents here can be join, either join. So I have explained, either you are having a free webinar or you are giving them a free ebook. All right, either you use join thousands of other smart Nigerians in diaspora to discover where and how they are making wise investment decision back home in Nigeria. All right, so this can be the content. So now join thousands. So the next thing you are going to do here is, this is a subheading. Download this free yet premium Harvard standard investment recommendations for smart and interested Nigerians abroad, who wish to invest their money back home in a very rewarding industry. All right, so this particular one now has given the sub headline. So the next thing, it doesn't don't write too many words. So if you are giving them the ebook, give them the ebook. If you are giving them, if you are giving them, if you are inviting them for a webinar, so coin out, join our next webinar to discover the available options and recommended investments of opportunity back in Nigeria. Complete. So, all right. So, if you are giving them that, you should be able to understand. Okay, premium. All right. So you can see I'm formatting this now. All right. That color is not good enough. So we can decide to do this. Okay. So basically, that's it. So now you can remove this. So the next thing we are going to bring up can be, can remove this. All right, the next thing we are going to bring up will be, all right, so here are, since we are giving them ebook, so here are key things you will discover in the ebook. All right, you can just give them an expectation, can give them an expectation. So what will be the first thing? All right, reasons why it is risky to keep all your earnings abroad in the country of your residence. All right. How to identify premium investment opportunities, comma, vetted by industry trained experts. A smart investment option that every Nigerian abroad is considering right now and are actively investing on it daily, comma, and why you should act on it also if you wish to retire, comma, live and enjoy life like the air level investors, like the air level global investors. So one of the things you need to understand is that real estate is not a game you play with pity. It's not a game you play um, trying to act as though you don't know what you are doing. You'll be ignored. It's a game you play and show the people that, yeah, this thing here, you need me and I am the real deal for you. So the next thing is, all right, so if you look at this, it's telling us to claim your spot. So I can actually extend this and make it say claim, download your copy
Copy.
now. So we are giving them this particular one, we are giving them ebook. So I told you, if you are inviting them for a webinar, do you can also tell them to join the next webinar. So this particular one, you're giving them an ebook. So this ebook, two options. You can tell them to join the next, I mean, to download the ebook. All right. So under here, if you click on this button, you can see action. All right, action here simply means you can have a pop. All right, can you see this? All right, a pop-up shows here, and you can edit this, and the pop-up says claim your spot now. So I will edit it to download your copy. Download a copy. I don't want it to be too long. Just want it to be one line. Download a copy now. All right, so simply enter your full name and primary email address to secure a spot. So the full name, since we are not securing any spots, to to download to download to download now. All right. So since these people are, you know that it's easier to reach someone via phone number, especially via WhatsApp, than email. So you have to add another field here that says your WhatsApp number. Remember, you're talking to Nigerians in diaspora. So it's easier to call them on WhatsApp than trying to call them with normal mobile call. So always request for WhatsApp number in the field. All right. The button here can also be changed from the autoresponder where you used. All right, so but basically, the primary thing you must understand is that you can actually reconfigure, you can actually restructure everything to your own strategy. But the most important thing is you must bring in exclusivity. Now, if you look at this, what I have shown you here, if you check it closely, very few industry experts are using this strategy. Very few real estate professionals are using this strategy, and this is why those few are the top sellers in the industry. All right. So, how do you get the form? Where did you get the form from? How do you bring in the form to help you get up that way? Are we still together?
Yeah.
Are we together, sirs?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes. So
Does it make so far? Does it make sense? Have you gotten something?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, so
Yes. Yes.
basically, we how do you bring in the form that will help us so that when they click on it, they will complete the form? So, two things. You can actually use either you use Namecheap, Mailchimp, which is free, or you can equally still bring Google Form right in here. All right. You see this Google Form right in here. You can also bring it in and use it here as well. At the same time, you can go to your WordPress. You can go to where, as in this particular thing we are doing is powered by WordPress. So you can install a particular form called um, Forminator. All right. If you go to your plugins, you can have add new, and then you have Forminator. You have Forminator. All right. So if you come in here to add new plugin, if you type Forminator, you will see it loading out. You can see it's showing that it is active already. So we've already installed and activated this. If we didn't install this, if we did not install this, you would have seen it like this that says install now, just like this also that says install now, but we have installed it already. So what we need to do is to come to where we have installed it already and open form. All right, open forms. Okay, you can see what this form is showing us. We have the one for the one for real estate training. All right, you can see last submission. Today is April 8th. So people, the ad is ongoing. People are still submitting interest to attend the training. All right, this one is new order for a different product. Last submission today is April 8th as well. You can see all new submission on this. All right, and then this one says TB new submission 6th of April. So basically you can actually decide to create a new form. um if you decide to create a new form, you look out for, okay, yeah, this is the button create. All right, so just click on create, and then I'm going to go with the option of blank, and I'll say continue and name it real estate professionals training class. That's what I'm naming the form so that I can identify it and terminate it if I wish to. All right, so this comes down here, and then we have no field. So we are going to insert fields here. So we insert name, email, phone number. What else do you need when capturing the lead? So you are going to ask them, you can ask them question that will help you. um okay, so let's put extra field and say, okay, insert. All right, so name, email address, phone number, those are self-explanatory. So we can just come up here and say, for example, John Doe. All right, so that's the placeholder, and then check the email. For example, john@doe.com. All right, so instead, to make it easier and more understandable, we can say John Okon Ebere, for instance, and then we can say at Gmail. Now, this is to drive home a unique point so that they will know that they are asking for their email. So, apply. Phone number. All right. So, basically, this already captures so that they will know that their country code is important. So, they should provide it according to their country code. So, you can easily just add them on WhatsApp and follow them up from there. All right, you can also schedule a WhatsApp call for follow up. So, what should be the last field? Now, in real estate, there is something you need to do. I told you it's a psychological game, and then they need to feel at home with you. And then so ask them, have you, do you have interest in investing back home? It shouldn't be long. Would you like to invest back home in the next in the next 3 months. In the next 3 months. All right. All right. So apply that. Now edit the button. Instead of send message, just say download a copy. Download a copy now. Okay, good. So another thing will be publishing is publish. Okay, so this is already your form. This is already your form. So, but I've copied this. Just copy it. If you miss copying it, I will show you where to still get it. But then, when they fill the form, would you want to receive it in your email? Yes. So just come to where you have email notification and scroll down. All right. Which email should it go to? So provide your email address here under recipients. Provide your email address here. It can be, for instance, timothy@gmail.com, for instance. All right, add. Okay, and then save, update rather. Okay, so go again and behavior. When they complete the form, what should happen? I told you in my own case, when they complete, when they fill this form, it takes them here, right? All right, so in your case, what should happen when they complete this form? Now, you can redirect them to your WhatsApp. So if you have a WhatsApp group already, what you need to do is the moment they click on that particular, they submit the form, they can be redirected straight to your WhatsApp group, or they can be redirected to email to message you on WhatsApp, right? So with that, it is a two-way thing. You capture the form and then you also have their interest on WhatsApp. The reason is that anyone who spends at least 2 minutes to complete an action on your website has deeper interest than anyone who just clicks to WhatsApp you without any need for them to spend time to complete a task. All right, excuse me. So you can put, if you want to put a redirection under the form. Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? No, where were we? Okay, so under behavior here, where what should happen? So you can see after submission, okay, message no, and then we actually say redirect URL. So now, for you to link your WhatsApp, you can type something like this: https://wa.me/234, your WhatsApp number. All right, 234, which is our country code. So once they complete that form, they will automatically be redirected to your WhatsApp to send you a message on WhatsApp. So update. Okay. Now, how do we add this form to our website, to our web page? So come here, look at it here. Copy this and then come to our web page that we were creating. All right. I hope you've not forgotten this. So
Yes.
click on this button and then come to where you have actions and click on the pop. All right, under this pop up here, remove this particular one and then drag in the short code All right, and paste this. Okay, so close this and save. Okay, so let's preview this. I've not published this yet, but let's preview. Now, can you see this? Can you see what we've done now? Join thousands of other smart Nigerians in diaspora to discover where and how they are making wise investment decisions back home in Nigeria. Download this free yet premium Harvard Standard investment recommendations for smart and interested Nigerians abroad who wish to invest their money back home in a very rewarding investment. All right, here are key things. So take note of the spelling errors. Key things, not key thing. The s should come along. Here are key things you will discover in the ebook. Reasons why it is risky to keep all your earning abroad in the country of your residence. How to identify premium investment opportunities vetted by industry trained experts. The smart investment option that every Nigerian abroad is considering right now and are actively investing on it daily and are on and why you should act on it also. If you wish to retire, live and enjoy life like an A level global investors, all right? So if you click on this, it will pop. Can you see the form we created now? Are you with me, sir?
Yes, I've seen it.
All right, if you look at
I'm
this,
saying
this
it.
is the form. Complete, send in the name, email, phone number, and answer to the question, and then click on. Now, if I do this, Timothy, Timothy Anetia at Gmail, you can see that it will attempt to direct us to WhatsApp. Look at this. Can you see that it directed us to WhatsApp?
Yes.
Does this make sense to you at all?
Yes, it makes
All
sense.
right. So if this was done on a mobile, it would have automatically opened WhatsApp and send try to send a message immediately. But on this now, it will prompt that you click to chat. All right.
Mhm.
That's exactly what it is. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
Yes, it makes sense.
All right. So basically, using this particular page and running your ad targeting Nigerians in diaspora, communicating in this manner, you will not be penalized. You will escape all the blockage by the ad platform, whether you are using Google ad or Facebook and Instagram ad. This will help you escape that blockage by the international media owners. All right, any question?
No, no question.
In just ask if you have any question, let me know. No question?
No question.
All
Thank you.
right, all right. Okay, Mr. Johnson, you raised your hand. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have question. Um, I think this will be sent to the group like this so that because I was driving, I was not concentrating.
All right, yeah. The video will be sent to the group this night.
Okay,
Okay,
that would
okay.
be good.
So that
That's good.
I can follow up very well.
Yeah. All right. So
Mm.
that will be all on this. I hope it was worth your time. I hope you got value.
Of course. Thank you very much. It
Awesome.
will come
Remember
from.
our
Yeah.
next we'll announce our next connection where we are going to have a different training to help us.
Uh, please, I want to ask again. At least some is good. We having this training by 8 o'clock because 7 o'clock or 7:30, people who are still on their way going home.
Okay, so we should consider 8 o'clock some other time, right?
8 o'clock is better. 8 o'clock is better.
All right, that's fine.
Okay,
That's fine. That's understood.
it's
So
okay.
we'll consider that in our next session. We'll consider that. All right. Thank you for connecting with us tonight. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
very